Hi friends, my name is Terri. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming by. Today I received my diabetes supplies. I'm going to start a new continuous glucose monitor. The Freestyle Libre 2. And I just received my box, so I wanted to open it on video and see what's going on. I received one sensor and what's it called? Monitoring system and 7 sensors. And so I want to look this over for a minute and then I'll be right back. So the first thing that I'm going to do is open up my sensor. Then I have to unscrew this applicator and put the sensor in here. I have to line up this line with this line and then push, and that puts the sensor in the applicator. See the needle in there? I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. So that's going to wait for me for a few seconds while I take the alcohol pad and clean under my arm on the inner part. Wasn't very dirty. Then I'm going to take the sensor and snap it in there. Ta-da! That's my new diabetes continual glucose monitoring system. And it's not an actual continual glucose monitoring system because you have to scan it yourself. You can get a piece of technology that goes with it that sends continuous glucose readings to your phone, but I don't have that. Well, at least not yet. This is my first day with it, so here it is. I'm going to try to make sure that the sticky part sticks. Then I'm going to leave that in there for, well, it's for 14 days is actually how long you leave it in there for. But the sensor has to get used to your body, so that's why I put the sensor in first. Now I'm going to take out the monitor. It's very pretty. And I have to set this up. So I'm not going to do this on video, But I did want to video my reaction to putting on the sensor, and we'll see what happens. By the next time that I come to record, I should have more information regarding my diabetes glucose monitor and sensor. But I can talk a little bit about diabetes right now. I have diabetes, well, I got diagnosed with diabetes 2. Wait, what's it called? Well, it's diabetes type 2. And now I'm insulin dependent, so it's like being a diabetic, diabetes type 1. I'm insulin dependent, and I was checking my blood sugars 3 times a day, and my A1C was still 8.6, so I wasn't getting a full picture of what I needed. So my doctor decided to get me a continuous glucose monitor so that I could check my blood sugar all the time. I could check it first thing in the morning, before each meal, after each meal, and before bedtime, and not have to worry about finger sticks, because I would stick my finger, what was that, 6 times a day. I'd take 2 injections in the morning. I take Tresiba and Victoza, and then throughout the day, if my blood sugar went above 150, I usually would wait until 200 to stick myself again with fast-acting insulin, and that could happen up to 3 times a day. So a lot of needles involved. So this little needle that stays in is nothing. As you could see, it didn't even hurt when I put it in. I'll just keep that in, and I can check my blood sugar whenever I want to with that monitor. And the reason you want to do this as a diabetic is because blood sugar running through your blood ruins everything. It ruins your eyes, it ruins your kidneys, it ruins your heart, your liver. It'll ruin all your organs. You can get diabetic neuropathy, where you can't feel what's going on in your feet. Infections love that sugar, and then the 98.6 degree temperature of your body with all that sugar is perfect breeding grounds for bacteria, and so you're prone to infections, and that's why so many diabetics get their legs amputated or their, anything amputated, because they get neuropathy and can't feel that they have an injury like a hangnail or something, and it gets infected, and they don't know it until it's too late and their body is septic and they have to amputate a limb or something. And so my dad died at age 55 of diabetic complications. He had strokes, is what he had. And then he died of a stroke. And I'm 55. So I'm older today than my dad ever got to be. And that's a really strange feeling. But now there's so much technology. There's so, like I said, I'm sticking myself all day long with insulin and keeping that blood sugar in check so that I don't die as soon as he did. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel, so much for hanging out on this journey. And I'm sorry it's not about yarn, but that's what's happening in my life today. So go continuous glucose monitor. Let's see how this works out for me. I love you. You have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.